Breaking news. The DOJ and the FBI have officially confirmed that Jeffrey Epstein, a billionaire child sex trafficker who had a surveillance camera and command center in Manhattan, was actually just a lonely guy. No client list, apparently. Big news coming out of the pipe. No blackmail, no murder, just vibes. He's actually misunderstood. Jeffrey Epstein is actually a pretty good guy. I would totally get a beer with that guy. No Epstein files, just no clients, just a good guy, misunderstood by many, especially those maggots. You know what I mean? So we can all go home now. Justice has been served. The case has been closed. Everything is fine. Welcome to the American Gaslight Theater. I'm happy to be alive.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go lick the world.
Trust the government.
She sent in a little video for us. Oh. Here she is.
Hey, in spite of everything you've heard, and let me just make sure you all know that it's actually me. Say it's me.
Anti-woke.
Anti-woke?
Suck on this, Biden.
Would we the all our
Folks stepping on them. That's black.
I wear heels. They're not for a fashion statement. They're for ammunition.
What's up, guys? How are we all feeling on this lovely day? If you don't mind dropping a like on this video, I'd greatly freaking appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing great. He's already broke. Thank goodness. I thought this was a massive pedo. No. Jeffrey Epstein is a really good guy. But I just have one thing to say to the DOJ and the FBI right now. I have one thing to say, okay?
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
That was like the one clip that came to my head this morning when I was putting this show together. Like, if you think this little ditty from Axios is gonna stop me, you're gonna have to kill me! So Axios put out an article that we're all confirming is totally real and not made up, and everything's been corroborated, and everybody is taking the truth of it. The Justice Department, totally under the same administration trying to stop deepfakes from releasing surveillance footage, has decided that Epstein didn't actually blackmail anyone, didn't actually murder himself, and didn't really know anyone. It's too much winning for me, says Disco Puss. Me too. He didn't actually know anyone. He didn't actually have a list. He's just a lonely guy. He's just a guy that was completely misunderstood. The FBI once claimed that they lost Epstein's footage due to a technical error. Totally believable in the world with the most advanced surveillance agency. Is now 100% certain that there was no foul play. Why? Because this time they enhanced the footage. So you know, science is in the works. There's science. Can you feel the science? Da-na-na-na. Science. Da-na-na-na. Science. Axios nailing the Pulitzer. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. So everyone's basing off all their arguments off this Axios report, and some people have speculated that maybe this is just a ploy to figure out who is the leakers in the cabinet. Who is these dirty leakers in the cabinet? I've read the whole thing. It's a decent read, but it's like one of the most depressing reads ever, especially because you get to a part right here where they exposed some of the files. And here's some of the stuff that you need to focus on. This systematic review revealed that no incriminating client list. There was also no credible evidence found that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals as part-time of his actions. We did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against an uncharged third parties. Yes. So is Prince Andrew vindicated? I thought the whole thing with Prince Andrew is we knew that he was part of the client list. He's not part of it. What's Ghislaine Maxwell doing these days? So let me get this straight. 250 girls that came out against Jeffrey Epstein. They were all for Jeffrey Epstein. 250. Okay. And people were just taking trips to his island for funsies. Gotcha. Yeah, totally. And connection to Mossad or connection to our own deep state has nothing to do with it. And he just became a billionaire overnight. Totally normal stuff. Totally normal stuff. Absolutely insane. And the stunning 2-page memo, because when investigation of an internal PDF ring, 2 pages is more than enough. This 2-page memo. One of the biggest conspiracies to ever be dropped in American history, I think. I think on par with JFK. 2 pages is plenty of information you need to get by. I trust it. The FBI concluded there was no client list, no credible blackmail, and absolutely no evidence against uncharged third parties. Translation, Epstein spent years trafficking minors for himself, like some kind of elite level DEI sex dungeon hermit. No clients, no conspiracies, just a guy with 15 bedrooms, all wired with hidden cameras because he loved home security. I just like, Disco says the sick part is that the left will say they're protecting Trump. Yeah, they'll say they're protecting Trump, but they'll also say that, make fun of people on the right saying, see, it was all a conspiracy all along. You guys are part of the problem. You guys, this is just a conspiracy that you guys can't give up. We're just trying to say nothing makes sense. Even after this interview, for me, the Kash Patel interview, nothing made sense. I mean, this interview still sticks with me. Kash Patel isn't a very good liar.
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. People don't believe it.
Well, I mean, listen, they have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing.
I've seen houses that aren't really put up well. I've seen houses that are dirty. I've seen houses that aren't clean. I'm staring off into the sunset. How many ADHD medications are you on, Dan? This looks like a man deeply troubled with what is being said out loud. Just saying.
You know a suicide when you see one, and that's
it's like porn. You know it when you see it. That's that famous quote by Clarence Thomas. Yes, you know a suicide when you see one, folks.
That's what that was.
Oh, did you hear that voice crack? Yeah.
That's what that was.
That's what that was.
You know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
He killed himself.
He killed himself.
You want me to get... I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
I know it's hard work.
And I know it's hard work. I've seen the files. I've seen the files. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen the files. Was Dan Bongino's entire podcast just to build trust with the American people on the right in order to flip the script and all of a sudden say that Epstein was actually a good guy? Bro, these are short kings. Don't fall for it. Yeah. How tall is Dan Bongino? How tall is Dan Bongino? 4'10", 6'1". Yeah, totally short king. Bongino looks like he's having a conversation with God. Yeah, he does in that video. He really does. And remember that Pam Bonstein. It's a slip of the tongue, folks. It's a slip of the tongue. Hey, that's Pam Bonstein. What the frick am I talking about? That's Pam Bondi said that she had the truckload on her desk not too long ago, just a few months ago.
The FBI handed over a couple hundred pages of documents. But, Sean, I gave them
a couple hundred pages of documents that were politely put together in 2 pages. Oh, awesome. Just Just really awesome, folks. Just really great stuff going on.
The deadline of Friday at 8 a.m. to get us everything. And a source had told me where the documents were being kept. Southern District of New York, shock. So we got them all by, hopefully all of them, Friday at 8 a.m. Thousands of pages of documents. I have the FBI going through them, and Kash is also, now that we have Kash here, it's a game changer, of course, and Kash is going to, Director Patel, is going to get us a detailed report.
Yeah, and you got your detailed report. Nothing to see here, folks, just completely, totally fine. Just totally fine, though. Nothing to see here at all. Everything is fine. I don't know what you guys are, oh my God. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't even know what you guys are freaking out about. This is all totally normal stuff. This is all totally normal stuff. So where did the files go? Where did this truckload of files go? Thousands of pages. Seems like a big deal. Fast forward to July, the DOJ says there's nothing in these thousands of pages. Just stacks of paper and a whole lot of disappointing ink. The same government can't tell you where $6 billion went to in Ukraine aid, but now is very confident that a global sex trafficking ring had 0 clients. The lone wolf sex offender, human trafficker theory. And I trust it. I trust it. Remember all these files? Remember all these files? In Epstein's NY mansion, we had these pictures, an entire control room with live feeds. There was live feeds here. No blackmail whatsoever. Jeffrey Epstein was just really into security. Probably working for Best Buy or Circuit City at that point. Probably about Best Buy or Circuit City. He was just an aficionado for security footage. We've gone from release the list to, hey, there was never a list to start with. What are you talking about? What about 250 people? FBI said they had names. Yeah, exactly. And Diddy too. Yeah, Diddy's a good guy too. Diddy's a good guy too. Remember this report from NY Post saying his mansion was tapped with hundreds of files? I mean, there was like CDs of files everywhere. Just CDs of video footage and tapes of video footage. All these are fake. And you can't trust the NY Post. I trust Dan Bongino. And here's one of the victims saying exactly what we all need to hear in this morning.
I have spent the last 17 years in my own prison for what she, Jeffrey, and all the co-conspirators did to me. I was raped repeatedly. I was raped 3 times a day sometimes. And I was not the only girl on that island. There was a constant stream of girls being raped over and over and over again. And yes, Ghislaine must die in prison because I've been in hell and back for the last 17 years.
And 27 for me.
I was 10 years old when Liz Stein was being trafficked. I was 10. That is how long the sex trafficking ring has been going on.
Right. So she was raped 3 times a day. Constant stream of girls on the island. Again, all of these girls were for Epstein himself. Look, this is like saying that Pablo Escobar, one of the premier coke dealers of the world, did all the coke himself and had 0 clients and was just a misunderstood enthusiast. Pablo Escobar is actually a really good guy if you break it down. It was just a conspiracy theorist against us. Remember when Donald Trump said this to Lex Friedman?
But a lot of big people went to that island. But fortunately, I was not one of them.
It's just very strange for
not me. Didn't make it there.
A lot of people that the list of clients that went to the island has not been made public.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird because there's no client list and there's nothing to see here, folks. Weinstein also reversed recently. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Weinstein's a good guy too. The couch theory was just a misunderstood thing. I don't even put Weinstein in the same loop as Epstein, dude. That's freaking wild. But like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the list.
It's very interesting, isn't it?
It's interesting.
Probably will be, by the way. Probably.
So if you're able to, you'll be.
Yeah, I'd certainly take a look at it.
I'll take a look
Kennedy's
at it.
interesting because
now I'm going to switch the story and we're going to talk about Kennedy. And what did our famous FBI director do last night? He put out a story while everybody was talking about this new drop from Axios saying that there was no client list and all this other stuff. Dan Bongino put out a post saying the FBI director, Dan Bongino, slams New York Times for poorly thought out hit piece. Yeah, so why everyone's asking why you're doing such a bad job, or is this real, or is this insane, or should we all blame you for this sort of things? And I'm not totally sure what to even believe at this point. It's just like, you can fight all you want, but it's just happening. It's just happening. So the FBI director is focusing on himself. It's the funniest thing in the whole world. It's just insane. As this Between the Lines lady says, or somebody, FBI Director Dan Bongino is participating in the largest cover-up of the largest PDF ring ever. Good. So we have the lone sex trafficker theory. Matt Kim says the Epstein list is a debacle, is outright insulting. Before we're getting elected, we will release the list. After getting elected, we will release the list after we check it. Now there is no list. At this point, American society, the existence of the list is considered common knowledge. I don't know anyone who denies it. The left, the right, completely political, disengaged, doesn't matter. Everyone agrees the list exists. But now they're trying to run one of the biggest PSYOP campaigns in recent history. Men in Black Flash. Cognitive dissonance will force people to choose to either accept the lie or deny what they know. Can you look past your emotional attachment to your leaders and see history objectively, or is this 4D chess? See, this is what I was wondering. I was wondering if this was like a leak. It just seems they released it on a Sunday. They released it on a Sunday. Or is this exactly what cognitive dissonance looks like in 4K? You release something on a Sunday, just shove it under the mat and say, this is truth. Everybody knows that a client list exists. It's like a foreknown thing. Even your grandma who watches Fox News in morning, Fox and Friends in the morning knows the client list exists. But now the FBI, political influencers are all lining up to say, move along, nothing to see here, folks. I feel like we're getting this all over again. I feel like this is what we're getting. We're getting a little, we're just getting a little binder that has everything we already know that's in it, but we're producing it like it's new information to be dropped. If this isn't, if I was one of these influencers, I would feel so used. I would feel abused. I would feel very angry this morning. In fact, I think you should watch some of these influencers who got this files and see what they're talking about. Because if they're going to go out and say like, and remember when we got this file drop, we were told this is the most transparent administration ever. That was the given talking point. This is the most transparent administration ever. Now we get this. Oh my God. Yeah, no conspirators. No conspirators. Yep, Derek. I say everyone stop working until the Epstein list is out. Yeah. What if we just all did that? Yeah, just make up an Epstein list at this point. Again, Prince Andrew, known part of it. He's not part of this list. So everything we know about Prince Andrew, we're supposed to pretend like we don't remember anymore. I'm happy to be here. Just thankful to be here. I'm thankful to be alive. I feel like I'm waking up this morning and this is all I'm supposed to see right here. This is all I'm supposed to see.
Непорядок. Давай-ка забудем об этом.
It never happened. It never happened. It never happened. So where's the truth? Where's the list? Why is government spending more energy explaining why we don't need to see anything rather than actually releasing anything? It's not a conspiracy theorist anymore. It's just an absurd length that they're going to convince you that we're crazy and we're not noticing. Next, they'll say the control room was just a binge watching for Friends reruns. all of Epstein files, all his tapes were just pre-recorded South Park episodes and Friends reruns. It's all just fake. Nothing's real anymore. Epstein was a good guy. We were all wrong. And I'm man enough to say that. Okay? I'm man enough to say that. I'm man enough to say that this guy with hundreds of files of videos and made his millions of dollars out of thin air and connections to Mossad, and Ghislaine Maxwell is serving a prison sentence because she had all those sexual victims herself, 250 of them, between Jeffrey Epstein and herself. Just two crazy lone sex traffickers, sex trafficking completely to themselves. It is the most transparent administration ever. Unfortunately, that doesn't matter much. Exactly. If this is the most transparent administration, previous administrations, it's kind of depressing to think about that. God. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your work day, and remember that just let this go, okay? Just let it go. Let the Epstein list go. Let the island go. Let the logs go. And don't ask questions. Is it because Donald Trump's on the client list and we were all part of we were all wrapped up in our own biases that said there was no way he was a part of it? Just let it go. Just let it go. And remember, the government is your friend and it's here to help. Well, Tulsi Gabbard was wrong about Iran. Now Bonginis are wrong about Epstein. I'm noticing a trend. And you're not supposed to notice trends when it comes to the government. You're just supposed to believe anything they say. I ain't letting shit go. I don't blame you. Again, this is me waking up this morning just reminding Donald Trump and his FBI that
if you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
I ain't never gonna stop. I ain't never gonna stop thinking about Epstein files.